Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Yeah, I got a little somebody special here. As always, I know it's like the minute I get over here, she just wants to be petted and loved. I know, she's such a special girl. Uh, but yeah, I know. I had yesterday posted that I may or take a little bit of time off from doing these videos. I mean, let's face it, it's been pretty tough, especially here lately and everything. So, yeah, I'm not, what I still might. I'm not entirely too sure. But I definitely wanted to come up here and document um, today because of what's going on, with the weather and so forth. Excuse me. A little bit of congestion, post nasal. Um, actually, had that post nasal feeling quite a bit last night, and but yeah, a little bit of congestion today. We do have some high winds. Temperatures beautiful, gorgeous last night. Actually, saw on my dashboard got down to 73. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Felt so good. And I think today we're only supposed to get out to like maybe 95 or something like that. I'm not too sure. I really didn't look, but I know it's only supposed to be like in the 90s this weekend. And tonight is supposed to be really beautiful again. So yeah, and and then I completely forgot about it. I had seen um, notifications coming through that there was a preseason game over there at with the Raiders at the stadium. They were hosting the 49ers, and of course I wind up getting a delivery going to the strip area just in the nick of time. But at least he was a good tipper. So, and he actually had multi-stop pickups. So, yeah, that was awesome. But still, yeah, it's still kind of slow out there and everything. Trying to do the best I can to keep my book up and everything. But sometimes it just works out that way. Where no matter how much you try and go against that energy, excuse me, there's not much that you can do about it. So, especially when there's lack of tipping, also that's happening. So, and yeah, it's a lot of short runs right now, unfortunately. So, I don't know if this might be just normal, typical, with this time of year, kids going back to school, so on and so forth. So, of course, money is tight, or if it might be signs that we might be heading into another recession. I know that there's been a lot of concerns about that. I know that stock market has been getting hit a little bit here and there. And I know that the feds are talking about possibly lowering interest rates. Um, so I don't know. Um, we'll see. I know that typically um, people in my industry or what have you are usually one of the first ones to see it happen, especially in a town like this where it's the entertainment capital of the world. People are going to be less likely to be coming into town. So, of course, that's going to trickle down basically to other areas. There's going to be people that I mean, it's this area is a big one for making tips, and unfortunately, if that money isn't coming in and people are being forced to, especially that particular demographic, it's typically younger people and so forth. If they're not getting that extra money, yeah, it's going to wind up affecting people like in our industry. So it's like, okay, batten down the hatches, do the best we can in the meantime. So, but, and of course, doesn't help either with everything that I've been through. I'll be the first to admit. I know I don't like talking about my finances all that much, um, but yeah, this is it's taken its toll on my finances as well. So it's like, okay, do the best I can and under the circumstances. That's all I can do. So, but anyway, yeah, I definitely wanted to come up here because, I said we do have some high winds, which is what's helping with our cooling temperatures. I know she thinks I'm talking to her right now. She's just like, "Oh, mommy, just rub my tummy, play with my foot, rub my foot, pacify me with my foot." I know, but yeah, yeah, like I said, we do have the high winds. I have been feeling it a little bit affecting the chest muscles here and there. Just got a little bit of a soreness will happen every once in a while, but not anything near what I was dealing with before. So that's definitely a good thing. And yeah, I had something. I'll admit that yesterday when I was saying I may take a break from doing these videos, yeah, part of it is because I'm tired. I'll be the first to admit it. I was feeling a bit tired, and it was more than just dealing with the low sugar. Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough, you have to deal with all this mess, but then, of course, when you're a diabetic, I mean, when you're a normal person, yeah, your body just automatically, pushes out more insulin, takes back insulin, to compensate for those spikes or drops or what have you. But when you're a diabetic, you have to do all that manually, and it's a lot of intuition, judgment calls, because like yesterday, I really didn't eat a whole heck of a lot, and then again, I had sugar spike. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I know what's happening. Part of it is because, of course, my body is trying to fight an infection again. And, with allergies flaring up, with the winds going through and stirring things up and so forth. But also my body's trying to readjust itself. And I get that. So it's going to take some time. Fortunately, this morning I had beautiful blood sugar. So far so good. I haven't eaten yet though. So we'll see what happens. But anywho, oops, there we go. That's better. So, but anyway, um, so yeah, I know it's going to take some time, um, to take care of all of that and everything. And it's just a matter of playing, with the insulins and also being a little bit more mindful of what I'm eating, making sure I'm not taking in. It is, I know a lot of people, doctors especially, they kind of forget to mention everything that can spike your sugars. It isn't just a matter of taking in actual sugar. Even some artificial sweeteners will cause your sugars to spike. So I find it's just easier just to stick with sugar, to be perfectly honest, and then compensate. But caffeine is one that can spike you. Another thing too is you have to be more mindful of your starches. Of course, be mindful of your carbs, your breads and things like that, breads, cakes, whatever, but also your starches, because starches turn into sugars once they get into your system. So, things like potatoes, and that's basically what I was eating those couple days there when I was really spiking. I was eating French fries. I realized not the healthiest thing, but it sounded good. But yeah, it definitely wound up spiking my sugar. So it's like, okay, we're going to cut back. We're going to be a little bit more mindful on that. And I noticed a potato is definitely a big one. So more so than say corn or peas. those sorts of starches, not so much. But definitely potato, I can have a tendency to have a little bit of a sensitivity when my system is out of whack. So, going to be a little bit more mindful of that. So, but and focus more on protein instead. And that's kind of the direction that I decided to go in with yesterday with what deciding what to cook, and it was inexpensive. Package of pork chops, basically, no bone, pork, basically pork. I don't know, loins or whatever they are. I don't know, but anyway, they're just those little bitty ones or whatever. It's like a package of them, 10 for $10. Do half of them, throw the other half in the freezer, good to go. So, um, but and at least it's a lean meat. You know, it's on one. It's kind of, I kind of look at it as it's kind of, at least with the experience I have with pork or anyway, is it's kind of an in between. It's not real lean like poultry, you know, like chicken or turkey, but it's got also got a little bit more substance to it, but not to the point where it's beef, you know. So it's kind of in between. So, and I always try and even something like pork or whatever. I try like packages of that. I try and pick out the one that's got the least amount of fat on it. I've never been a big fat eating person to begin with. Ugh, that is just disgusting. Ugh, gross. You know, all that gristle and everything. Ugh, that's just, ugh. Ever since I was a kid, never cared for it. But oh well. It's one of the reasons why I probably stay so damn skinny. I tend to stay more on the lean side when it comes to buying meat. So, but anyway, even like when I'm buying steaks, it's like, okay, yeah, I try to find the ones that doesn't have, that's not very marbly or anything. I want more the actual meat protein. So, but anyway, um, so yeah, but I don't know. I was just feeling a little funky yesterday. Yeah, I'll admit I was feeling very tired, very drained, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I just want to sleep, but I can't right now. I've got too much going on with my finances. I have got to get that taken care of. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and lay down. Even though I knew I probably wouldn't sleep very much, at least I would be resting for a little bit. And I did that. And I think I may have fallen asleep for a little bit. I don't remember. But at least I felt a little bit more refreshed. And I got up and I went to work and I was just feeling, I don't know. I don't know how to describe. I had kind of a myriad of emotions. On the one hand, feeling a little depressed. I don't want to say depressed, but a little down. But um, with things that are going on. Um, Also, at the same time, a little frustrated, feeling like also like I just want to conquer, and I just felt like there were some things I needed to purge or something, and it was weird because just before I left, I was just like I had this urge, that need where I just need to pull a few tarot cards from my original deck that I bought, and when I first started down this journey, and I pulled some cards, and I was like okay, it's a unfolding. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm getting it, and it stuck with me throughout the night. And sure enough, things that I was experiencing, things that I was basically purging and so forth, was definitely with those cards. But there was that one card though, as I was thinking about. The cards were kind of popping in and out of my head throughout the night, and um but there was that one card that for some reason after this one card, I couldn't remember what it was. And I was just like, and I knew it was something important. And I got home and I'm like, oh, yeah, that was an important card. It definitely, yeah, um, definitely was doing some purging of some things. Not just, with things that I have been through recently, but some old behaviors, some of it generational behaviors, of and so forth. Things that I know that I was taught, at least subconsciously by people who were, basically adults who were influential in my life growing up, behaviors, like when you're a kid, it's like, oh, okay, when this sort of situation happens, where this is how you should react or what have you, because that's what so and so does every single time it happens or whatever, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I was definitely doing some purging with that last night. And when I got home, I was just so, I don't want to say angry or what have you. I was just like a kind of a combination of focused or just, I don't know, just in that zone. And I actually scared the crap out of poor hot possum. Not too terribly bad, but she definitely could tell that I was just in a zone. I don't want to say a mood, but it was a zone, and I was just like, fuck this, fuck that, all that sort of stuff. She said, "Okay, I'm done." Yeah, I was definitely in that sort of place, and quickly ate some dinner. Of course, took my insulins and so forth. Took my usual doses and didn't. I thought about upping it, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to be woken up. I'm tired. I want some restful sleep. I'll just deal with the high sugar in the morning if that winds up being the case. Woke up this morning, beautiful sugar. Wasn't woken up with any low sugars. So and I woke up feeling refreshed. Yeah, more like myself than I have been in actually a very long time, even before all this mess happened. So, and probably in some ways feeling like a new person, really, but clearing out a lot of that sort of behavior and everything, reactions to some certain things and so forth. It's like, yeah. So I know, and I keep catching myself with the breathing deeply and everything. I still with it. It's like, but yeah, um, making progress in multiple arenas in my life. It's like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Yeah. Uh, so a little bit more poignant than I'm gonna say, but anyway, um, but yeah. So um, it's just yeah, it's gonna take time to rebuild myself and get myself back. But I'm proud of what I've accomplished too. Very, very proud. I see that beautiful, confident woman shining through more and more. Yeah, I guess somebody's at the doorbell or at the door. I'll let my roommate handle that. It's his house anyway. It's probably somebody for him. It's definitely not for me. So, I know. It's like, I know I've been sneezing and it doesn't hurt. I've actually been sneezing, which is I haven't been doing. And or if I did sneeze, it would hurt. Oh man, that would hurt. It did a little bit, but not anyway. Just a little bit of kind of pressure or whatever. Not too bad. It's just wow, the improvements that I have made. And the nice thing about it, yeah, and I haven't minded not doing my yoga and so forth. That's it. I haven't minded not doing it because given my body opportunities to rest, to heal itself, and everything. And then and there's something else I have to take care of today as well. I know my nose. um, so yeah, and then of course get back at it again tonight. I know I was thinking yesterday, it's like, gosh, I just want to rest and everything, but I'm like, no, I have to do this. I have to do this. I realize that money isn't should not be a priority, but for me it is right now. Um, so yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I know. I just saw a beautiful, beautiful woman there, beautiful smile and everything. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really, really good. Best I've felt in a very, very, very long time, really. And also for the first time in my life, too. See that? I catch myself all the time. Every time I take a deep breath, it's like, it feels good. It feels so good. I know. I'm very proud of me. Very, very proud, and I should be. I've conquered a lot. And it's just all, reaffirmed my my goal with what I really want to do. I want to take all of this, everything that I have been through, everything, not just with this, but everything I've been through in my life and so forth. I want to turn all of that around and turn it into something positive. I want to go once I get through all of this, um, and get myself caught up and everything. I want I want to I want to start down a more positive path, a more positive one that I have ever been down in my life. And that's what I really want to do. hmm So, yeah, I really, really do with some things that I want to do. So, and I was actually thinking about that before I jumped up here. In the mornings, before I make my bed, and I mean, first thing in the morning, actually, very first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I look out the window and I tell myself, new day, new beginning, positive affirmation, and also gratitude that I have this new day and I have the opportunity for this new beginning every single day. And of course, I get up, you go to the bathroom, you gotta do all that. And then of course I play around on my tablet, watch my, the morning messages and so on and so. Oh, speaking of morning messages, I almost forgot. Devra is going to be switching her lives over to or back over to Sunday morning a little bit early this time around, mostly because of her in home or her basically with what she's going through. Basically, one of her in home visits, the therapy visits or whatever, is going to be happening on Monday nights. So she can't do that. So and do the readings on Monday night. So it's going to be Sunday mornings. So just thought I'd let you know in case you might want to jump up and get a free try before you buy mini reading. So anyway, but yeah, I go through all that and everything. But just after I go through all of that, I usually will take the covers and I'll throw them to the bottom of the bed, remove the pillows, and just lie flat on the bed and just lay still, close my eyes, put my hands right here on my diaphragm, and just say my blessings, think about my blessings, things that I appreciate, things I'm grateful for, and so on and so forth. I do that every morning. And then I do also this little yoga stretching also. Um, well, I do, and then I do all that, say my positive affirmations, things I'm appreciative of, grateful for, so on and so forth. And then I stretch my body out totally and completely, head to toe. And then I do this little yoga exercise, and then I stretch myself out again. But sometimes I just kind of before I do, or even while I'm doing my gratitudes, I think I might do some self reflection or think about some other things and so forth as well. I don't remember where I was actually going with that, but but either way, I thought I'd throw it out there to help you guys too. I don't remember what I was going to say about it, but um, it was something that had came to me this morning. I don't remember what it was now. Oh well. um, but no, I actually I was thinking about all the growth that has happened with me. I was really thinking about all of that and how much of it. Oh, that's what it was. My goals. That all popped into my head. With me, I still want to get certified as a yoga instructor, Tai Chi instructor. Um, I still in aromatherapy and Reiki and life coach. I still want to do all of that. Um, just I know I have to take care of all of myself first, basically, before I can go down that road. But I still want to see about doing that. There's something else I'd like to do too. I'm not going to say what that is, though. Nope, I'm not going to say it. I'll admit it's some sort of volunteer activity. I very much would like to get involved with that. Um, yeah, it's been hitting me a lot. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do that. So I know. We'll see. At first, I gotta take care of me first, definitely. Um, but yeah, and really, with the reason why I want to do the yoga and the Tai Chi is I want to be able to focus on helping people through their things like what I've been through. That basically, like I brought it up to my GP the last time I saw him a few weeks ago. Um, and he's like, yeah, that niche market. I'm like, exactly. But it's like I want to be able to take all of this, everything that I have been through, the emotional trauma, I'm not just, like I said, I'm not just talking about, this that I've been through over the last couple of years, but things that I have dealt with my whole life. And I want to be able to take all of that and flip that script and turn that into something positive. And I want to be able to move in a more positive direction with my life. I really, really do. So I'm really excited about it. I really, really am. So um, it helps keep that focus, help to remind myself, especially when I'm going through those challenging situations and so forth. That helps keep that focus. I don't want to say keep an eye on the prize or whatever, because I don't think it's a prize. To me, a prize is like, oh, it's something that you win and then you put it on the shelf and forget about it. Yeah, you bring it out every once in a while to brag to your friends or whatever, but no. Mm-mm. I want to, it's more focusing on the journey. That's it. On that positive journey instead of what I've been through. Yeah. So exciting. Very exciting. But balance. And that's the thing, with like going through what I was going through last night or whatever. I recognized it also as being the healing process of wanting to take charge and all that sort of stuff, but but also needing to bring it back down and then finding that balance in between the two, those two levels, basically finding that mid-range. So yeah, I'm excited. motivated. Hmm. So, here's to positive energy. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.